Now go for the next topic. Number 5. Microbes as biofertilizers. Microbes as what? Biofertilizers. Microbes as biofertilizers. What is the meaning of fertilizer? Sir, fertilizer means which increases fertility of the soil. Increases fertility of soil. Which increases what? Fertility of the soil. Such substances are called as fertilizers. Is it okay? Right? Sir, chemical fertilizers. What it is? Chemical fertilizers. It means we are using a chemical substance to increase the fertility of the soil. Therefore, chemical what? Fertilizers. What they are? Chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers. A chemical substance. A chemical substance which increases what? Which increases fertility of soil, which increases fertility of the soil, right? Day by day population is increasing, yes or no? With increase in population, the food production should increase. With increase in population, the food production should increase. To increase the food production, farmers are using more quantities of chemical fertilizers. Excess use of chemical fertilizers. Excess use of chemical fertilizers leads to pollution. Leads to what? Pollution. Therefore, what is increasing? Increase in population. Increase in population. According to increase in population, food production should increase. According to population, what should increase? Food production should increase. Yes or no? To increase the food production, what sir? To increase the food production, what a farmer is doing? Farmer is using excess chemical fertilizers. Excess use of chemical fertilizers. Sir, if excess chemical fertilizers are used, what happens? Leads to pollution. Leads to soil and which pollution? Water pollution. Leads to soil and water pollution. Is this statement okay? Therefore, to increase the food production, farmers are using excess amount of chemical fertilizers. Usage of excess chemical fertilizers leads to soil and water pollution. Leads to soil and water pollution. Therefore, instead of using chemical fertilizers, better to use biofertilizers. One of the disadvantage of chemical fertilizer is it is leading to soil and water pollution. Yes or no? It leads to soil and water pollution, and moreover chemical fertilizers are costly. Who are costly? Chemical fertilizers are costly. Therefore, chemical fertilizers leads to soil pollution and water pollution. Chemical fertilizers are costly. So, instead of using chemical fertilizers, better to use what sir? Biofertilizers. Better to use biofertilizers. Sir, what are these biofertilizers, sir? What are these biofertilizers? Go for biofertilizers. Now listen here. Sir, bio means living organisms, right? Therefore, organisms which enrich which enrich nutrient quality, which enrich nutrient quality of soil. Organisms which enriches nutrient quality of the soil, such organisms are called as what, sir? Biofertilizers. Sir, do a biofertilizer causes any soil and water pollution? No, therefore pollution free. Pollution free. So can we call biofertilizers as eco-friendly? Yes. So they are eco-friendly. Who are eco-friendly? Biofertilizers are eco-friendly. Why, sir? As they won't lead to pollution, right? Moreover, these biofertilizers are of low cost. Are of low cost. Who are of low cost? Biofertilizers are of low cost. Sir, in an agricultural field, if we use biofertilizers, then that farming is called as organic farming. What is that farming called as? Organic farming. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, using biofertilizers, in a agricultural field, comes under which farming? Organic farming. Therefore, in organic farming, which farming? Organic farming, which fertilizers are used, sir? Biofertilizers are used. Sir, what are the main sources of biofertilizers? Main sources of biofertilizers. Sir, what are main sources of biofertilizers, sir? Number 1, bacteria. What is the first one? Bacteria. Number 2, second one, cyanobacteria. What is the second one? Cyanobacteria. And third one is fungi. What is the third one? Fungi. See carefully. Sir, bacteria, cyanobacteria and fungi, these are main sources of what, sir? Biofertilizers. Sir, bacteria and cyanobacteria, these two are prokaryotic, right? Bacteria and cyanobacteria, these two are what? Prokaryotic. Whereas fungi is what, sir? Eukaryotic. It means both prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms can be used as biofertilizers. Yes or no? What and what? Both prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms can be used as biofertilizers. Both prokaryotic and what more? Eukaryotic organisms. Both prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms can be used as biofertilizers. Right? What are the main sources of biofertilizers? Bacteria, cyanobacteria, fungi. Bacteria and cyanobacteria are prokaryotic, whereas fungi is eukaryotic. It means both prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms, they can be used as what, sir? Biofertilizers. They can be used as biofertilizers. Main sources of biofertilizers: bacteria, cyanobacteria and what? Fungi. Go for the first one, bacterial biofertilizers. What? Bacterial biofertilizers. Go for bacterial biofertilizers. Sir, bacteria prokaryotic, right? Therefore prokaryotic biofertilizer. Prokaryotic, what's a biofertilizer? Who is prokaryotic biofertilizer? Bacteria. Sir, it comes under kingdom what, sir? Monera. Comes under kingdom what? Monera. Now listen this statement. Sir, this bacteria, what it is? Bacteria can be used as a biofertilizer. Why, sir? Because bacteria has ability to fix nitrogen in the soil. Fixes nitrogen in the soil. So soil fertility increases. Soil fertility increases. Bacteria has a ability to fix bacteria has ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen, has ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. So bacteria increases soil fertility in terms of nitrogen. Sir, nitrogen is a micro element or macro element? Nitrogen is a macro element. Nitrogen is which element, sir? Macro element. Now listen, we are saying that bacteria has ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen. Yes or no? What it is fixing? Atmospheric nitrogen. Who is fixing atmospheric nitrogen? Bacteria. Bacteria is fixing what? Atmospheric nitrogen. Bacteria fixes atmospheric nitrogen either in free living form or in symbiotic forms. Bacteria fixes nitrogen, okay, either in free living form or in what, sir? Symbiotic form. Is this statement okay? Right? Bacteria fixes nitrogen either in free living form or in symbiotic form. Right? First go for, right, free living forms. Go for free living forms. Number 1, Azotobacter. What it is? Azotobacter. Number 2, Beizernickia. What it is? Beizernickia. Beizernickia. Number 3, Bacillus. What is the third one? Bacillus. Next, number 4, Chromatium. What it is? Chromatium. Next, number 5, Clostridium. What it is? Clostridium. Number 6, Methanococcus. What it is? Methanococcus. Methanococcus. Next, number 7, Rhodospirillum. What it is? Rhodospirillum. Next, number, right, 8. Number 8, Rhodopseudomonas. Rhodopseudomonas. See here, Azotobacter, Beizernickia, Bacillus, Chromatium, Clostridium, Methanococcus, Rhodospirillum, Rhodopseudomonas. Right? All these are bacteria which has ability to fix nitrogen in which forms are free living form. Is it okay? Right? In these examples, Azotobacter and Beizernickia, these two are aerobic. What are these two, sir? These two are aerobic. These two are aerobic. These two are aerobic. Whereas Bacillus Chromatium, Clostridium, right, Methanococcus, Rhodospirillum and Rhodopseudomonas, all these are anaerobic. All these are anaerobic. All these are anaerobic. Is this statements okay? Right. Now listen this statement. This what's Rhodospirillum, Rhodopseudomonas and Chromatium. These three are photosynthetic nitrogen fixers. These three are what, sir? Photosynthetic nitrogen fixers. Who are photosynthetic nitrogen fixers, sir? Chromatium. What is the bacteria name? Chromatium. Rhodospirillum. Rhodospirillum. Rhodopseudomonas. Rhodopseudomonas. These three are photosynthetic nitrogen fixers. These three are what? Photosynthetic nitrogen fixers. These three are photosynthetic nitrogen. What are fixers? These three are photosynthetic nitrogen fixers. Is this statement okay? Right. Sir, during photosynthesis, generally which gas is liberated? Oxygen. During photosynthesis, which gas is liberated? Oxygen is liberated. But when these three carries out photosynthesis, oxygen is not liberated. When these three carries out photosynthesis, oxygen is not liberated. Therefore, these three are oxygenic photosynthetic or non-oxygenic photosynthetic. These are non-oxygenic photosynthetic nitrogen fixers. Non-oxygenic, right, non-oxygenic photosynthetic nitrogen fixers. No doubt, Chromatium, Rhodospirillum, Rhodopseudomonas, these three are photosynthetic nitrogen fixers. They performs photosynthesis, but during their photosynthesis, they does not releases oxygen. So these three are non-oxygenic photosynthetic nitrogen fixers. Non-oxygenic photosynthetic nitrogen fixers. Is this statements okay? Right? Right. Now go for number 2, second one. Go for the second one. Symbiotic. What it is? Symbiotic. Go for symbiotic. In first year, we already read a bacteria by name Rhizobium, right? What it is? Rhizobium. Sir, Rhizobium bacteria. What it is? Rhizobium bacteria, right? Where it is present? Present in root nodules, right? Rhizobium bacteria, it is present in root nodules of which plants, sir? Legume plants. Rhizobium bacteria is present in the root nodules of which plants, sir? Legume plants. Rhizobium bacteria. Should be very careful. Sir, this Rhizobium bacteria, actually it is aerobic, right, and free living, sir. It is what and what? Aerobic and free living. But Rhizobium bacteria fixes nitrogen only in symbiotic form, that too in anaerobic conditions. No doubt, Rhizobium bacteria is aerobic and it's free living, but fixes nitrogen. Rhizobium bacteria, what, sir? Fixes nitrogen in Rhizobium bacteria fixes nitrogen in which conditions? Anaerobic conditions and symbiotic condition. Therefore, fixes nitrogen in anaerobic, right, and symbiotic condition. Is this statement okay? Right. Next, second example. Sir, Rhizobium bacteria is generally present in root nodules of which plants, sir? Legume plants. Which bacteria? Rhizobium bacteria. Where it is present? Generally in the root nodules of which plants, sir? Legume plants. Rhizobium bacteria. Rhizobium, what, sir? Bacteria, right, present present even in root nodules of Parasponia plant. Sir, why you are writing a specific plant name here, sir? Because this Parasponia is a non-legume plant. Parasponia is a non-legume plant. Generally, root nodules present in legume plants. Parasponia is a non-legume plant. Even though it's non-legume, it contains what, sir? Root nodules. Rhizobium bacteria is generally present in root nodules of legume plants. It means this is an exceptional case. Parasponia is a non-legume plant having rhizobium bacteria in its root nodules. What is the plant name? Parasponia. In which nodules? Root nodules. Who is present? Rhizobium bacteria is present. Is this statement okay? Right. Next, number 3. Go for the next example. Right. Frankia. What it is? Frankia. What it is? Frankia. Strictly speaking, this Frankia comes under Actinomycetes. Frankia comes under what? Actinomycetes. Sir, Actinomycetes means what? I already told you, branched filamentous bacteria, right? Branched what? Branched filamentous bacteria. Actinomycetes. What, sir? Branched filamentous bacteria. Branched filamentous bacteria. Sir, where this Frankia is present, sir? Frankia present in root nodules of ulnus. Where Frankia is present? Root nodules. Root nodules of what, sir? Ulnus. Ulnus is a plant, right? Present in the root nodules of Ulnus and Casuarina. Sir, this Ulnus and Casuarina, these two are legume plants or non-legume plants, sir? These two are non-legume plants. These two are which plants, sir? Non-legume plants. Therefore, Frankia, right, it's Actinomycetes member. Frankia is a Actinomycetes member. It means it is a branched filamentous bacteria. Where it is present? Root nodules of Ulnus. ALNUS. Present in the root nodules of Ulnus and Casuarina. Ulnus and Casuarina are which plants, sir? Non-legume plants. They are which plants? Non-legume plants. Right? Now, go for next one, number 3. Go for third condition, right? Loose symbiosis. What it is? Loose symbiosis. Sir, loose symbiosis is also called as a associate symbiosis. Loose symbiosis is also called as what, sir? Associate symbiosis. Associate symbiosis. Here what happens means bacteria won't be in physical contact with the plant. Is bacteria in physical contact with the plant? Right. No physical contact. Bacteria is not in physical contact, not in physical contact with the plant. Sir, what is this condition? Loose symbiosis. What is another name for loose symbiosis? Associate symbiosis. What is another name for loose symbiosis? Associate symbiosis. Sir, generally here bacteria is free living. In this condition, generally bacteria what? Free living. Generally bacteria free living, right? Best example for loose symbiosis or associate symbiosis is a Azospirillum. What it is? Azospirillum. What are the example for loose symbiosis or associate symbiosis? Azospirillum. Sir, where this azospirillum is present, sir? Where this azospirillum is present? Azospirillum present near the maize root. It is present near which root, sir? Maize root. Now you tell me, sir, azospirillum shows a free living condition or symbiotic condition. Sir, azospirillum shows loose symbiosis or associate symbiosis. It means here bacteria is generally what? Free living. So azospirillum is a free living bacteria which fixes nitrogen in free living condition. Fixes nitrogen which condition? Free living condition. Fixes nitrogen in which condition? Free living condition. Is these statements okay? Right? Now here we are having one important word by name bacterization. What it is? Bacterization. Sir, what is the meaning of bacterization? It's nothing but a technique. Technique of a seed dressing. Technique of seed dressing with bacteria. The technique of seed dressing with what, sir? Bacteria. For example, take a legume seed. What is this, sir? A legume seed. What we are doing means to this legume seed, we are attaching bacteria. What we are attaching? Bacteria. To this legume seed we are attaching what, sir? Bacteria. Sir, how we can attach bacteria to this seed, sir? How we can attach bacteria to the seed, sir? With the help of CMC. What is the meaning of CMC? Carboxymethyl cellulose. Carboxymethyl cellulose. Or even we can use gum. Sir, by using carboxymethyl cellulose or gum, what we are doing? We are attaching bacteria to the legume seed. Therefore, what gets attached, sir? Bacteria gets attached to what, sir? Legume seed, right? This technique is called as what, sir? Bacterization. What is its use? Now, if you place this seed in the soil, you will get a legume plant with more number of root nodules. You will get a legume plant with what, sir? More number of what, sir? Root nodules. With more number of root nodules. Is this statement okay? Right? Generally in bacterization technique, which bacteria is used, sir? In bacterization technique, Rhizobium bacteria is used. In bacterization technique, generally which bacteria is used? Rhizobium bacteria is used. This is about bacterial biofertilizers. Sir, a bacteria can fix nitrogen either in free living condition or in symbiotic condition. Yes or no? A bacteria can fix nitrogen either in free living condition or what, sir? Symbiotic condition. Right? Now go for number 2, second one. Cyanobacterial biofertilizers. What it is? Cyanobacterial biofertilizers. Go for cyanobacterial biofertilizers. Sir, cyanobacteria, prokaryotic, eukaryotic, prokaryotic. Therefore, it is also a prokaryotic biofertilizer. Cyanobacterial biofertilizer is a prokaryotic biofertilizer. Sir, it comes under kingdom. Cyanobacteria comes under kingdom Monera, right? Cyanobacteria comes under kingdom what, sir? Monera. Sir, cyanobacteria photosynthetic, non-photosynthetic? They are photosynthetic, autotrophic. They are photosynthetic, autotrophic. Sir, we are saying that they can perform photosynthesis, right? When a cyanobacteria performs photosynthesis, oxygen is liberated. What is liberated? Oxygen. When? During photosynthesis. Of what bacteria? Cyanobacteria. Therefore, during photosynthesis, cyanobacteria releases oxygen. Therefore, it is a what? Oxygenic photosynthetic nitrogen fixer. Who? Cyanobacteria. Therefore, cyanobacteria is a oxygenic, right, photosynthetic, oxygenic photosynthetic nitrogen fixer. Sir, we are saying nitrogen fixer, nitrogen fixer. What does this word nitrogen fixer means, sir? Nitrogen fixer means organism which fixes nitrogen. Yes or no? Organisms which fixes what, sir? Nitrogen. What are these organisms called as nitrogen fixers? What is another name for nitrogen fixers, sir? Diazotropes. What is another name for nitrogen fixers? Diazotropes. Is this statement okay? Organisms which fixes nitrogen. Organisms which fixes nitrogen are called as nitrogen fixers or diazotropes. Is this statement okay? Right. Therefore, sir, organisms which fixes nitrogen are called as nitrogen fixers or diazotropes. Right. Sir, who are these nitrogen fixers or diazotropes, sir? First one is bacteria. Second one is cyanobacteria. What and what, sir? Bacteria and cyanobacteria. They are nitrogen fixers. But bacteria and cyanobacteria both are prokaryotic. Both are prokaryotic. Is this statement okay? Right. Now listen here. Sir, cyanobacteria performs photosynthesis, fixes nitrogen. So cyanobacteria is a oxygenic photosynthetic nitrogen fixer. It is a oxygenic photosynthetic nitrogen fixer because during photosynthesis it releases what, sir? Oxygen. Now listen this statement. Cyanobacteria can live in water and on land. Right? Cyanobacteria can live where? Can live in water, it means aquatic, and on land, it means terrestrial. Therefore, it can be aquatic and what, sir? Terrestrial. Who, sir? Cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria serve as an important biofertilizer in paddy fields. Cyanobacteria, right, serve as an important biofertilizer. Important biofertilizer in paddy field. Therefore, cyanobacteria serve as an important biofertilizer in which field, sir? In paddy field. Is this statement okay? Right? Now listen. Sir, cyanobacteria fixes nitrogen either in free living form or in symbiotic forms. Cyanobacteria can fix nitrogen either in free living form or in symbiotic forms. Is this statement okay? Right? Now listen. Do cyanobacteria fixes nitrogen? Yes. Do cyanobacteria fixes nitrogen? Yes. Cyanobacteria, right, what? Fixes nitrogen and even adds what? Organic nitrogen to soil and increases soil fertility. Listen this statement carefully. Sir, cyanobacteria is not only fixing nitrogen and increasing soil fertility, but it also adds organic matter to the soil. Sorry, it also adds what, sir? Organic matter to the soil and increases soil fertility. Therefore, cyanobacteria fixes nitrogen and increases soil fertility. Cyanobacteria even adds organic matter to the soil and increases the soil fertility. Sir, cyanobacteria can fix nitrogen either in free living or symbiotic. Either in free living form or in which form? Symbiotic form. Can fix what, sir? Nitrogen. Can fix what? Nitrogen. Thank you.